New at 6, one parent is concerned about the way a Wisconsin school is teaching kids about the slave trade, saying it's insensitive and racist.
NBC 15's Marcus Arsvold is in Richland Center, where he spoke with the parent and the district.
Last week's Richland School District newsletter shows students in the high school in U.S. history reenacting the slave trade. This image shows students laying next to one another, some smiling, as they're supposed to learn about the tight quarters African-American slaves were forced into when they were shipped to the U.S. One parent emailed NBC 15 News saying they're horrified to see this image, and they say it makes it look like slavery is being made light of. The parent wants to remain anonymous but tells me, quote, "It's gross insensitivity, and basically it's a racist portrayal of something that maybe they don't have enough depth of knowledge to even be talking about in this way," end quote. The parent emailed the school district asking how this is acceptable, that it should never happen again, and says no student should be asked to participate in it. Principal Liz Perkins responded saying, quote, "I was assured that the activity was taken seriously, and the photo was really just a snapshot / in-the-moment photo. Students generally smile for the camera, so it may have appeared that they were joking or laughing during the activity. I apologize for that. The teacher is aware of your viewpoint now and will take that into consideration in the future," end quote. Today, school administrator Steve Board sent a statement saying in part, quote, "Students are given an opportunity to forego this activity if they are uncomfortable with the level of contact involved," end quote. Board also says they spoke to the history department and believes their curriculum accurately shows the trauma slavery caused. I asked the school district if they have diversity training for staff. They say they do, and that they'll be discussing this slave trade reenactment during their next training. For now, in Richland Center, Marcus Arsvold, NBC 15 News.